Hello, Scorpio.
Hello, Scorpio.
We are here for your March 2020 reading. We're doing something a little bit different this time, and we have now referred to it as the Universal Agenda. It's basically a more efficient and thorough intro. We talk about the planetary transits coming up, any announcements. The card blessing is included in that because we do that at the beginning of the segment. And so if you have not watched it already, this is your time to stop. The link will be down below. Watch that. It'll just help bring the whole reading together. And we're going to jump right into Scorpio March 2020.
How you like them apples?
First card, right off the bat, we got card number 45 for the Scorpios. And it says, when I reserve the thought, I reserve the condition. There is no condition so severe that you cannot reverse it by choosing different thoughts. However, choosing different thoughts requires focus and practice. If you continue to focus as you have been, to think as you have been, and to believe as you have been, then nothing in your experience will change. So that immediately makes me interpret that Scorpio, this month of March, you could be dealing with some stagnation in some sort of way, whether it is you feel like you were emotionally stuck somewhere in a certain situation, certain patterns keep repeating, and you're not sure why.
I'm feeling like definitely feeling stuck and like a little frustrated. Like I've beat my head against this wall so much and I don't know how to fix this.
Or it's like, why do I keep getting a flat tire but you keep driving down the exact same road?
There's something that needs to be let go, like a level of achievement, an internal judging of yourself of how far you should be down the road by now. Something like that. Let's see.
Going down the river.
We have the Six of Swords. This is like definitely seeing that you should be going from one place to the other. That's so funny. We were using road metaphors. This is more or less the same.
Traveling, moving forward, not stagnation.
So when it's reverse, it's like there's no clue what the next step is. There's a bunch of people that can't really agree with each other. You can't, you know that you need to get to the other side, but it's like there's too many people paddling several different directions, and it's like the boat's going weird directions. Like, remember when we saw those little kids from the Marines or whatever? It was
the Young Marines.
The Young Marines.
We were up at Jinx Lake, and they came down and they were doing some exercise where they all got in kayaks. And it was like 3 to 5 kids per little kayak, and yeah, they're all just trying to do things. And some groups were just having straight up havoc, and other groups there
was one kid that was telling everybody else what to do. Yeah, and he had his shit together, or they had their shit together, because sometimes it was a girl, and they'd be like, row
1, 2,
and like
two.
You row this way, and in order to go frontwards or backwards, we gotta do this. Somebody, so it was fun to watch everybody, all those little boats,
right,
act differently.
And sometimes you need a little bit of direction, and you can't always just go into something free-for-alling. And I feel like lately that has been your approach, Scorpio, is just kind of jumping into something and not having any idea of how it's going to turn out, but then you wonder why over and over again things don't turn out.
Like you're treading water and getting tired, but it's all about coordination.
Right, and you got to have a plan, a strategy, communication,
It's simple, but it's annoyingly, not deceptively simple.
Right. Now, next card for the Scorpios is My Uncontrolled Thoughts Are Not to Be Feared, card number 53. There's no reason to worry about your thoughts, for they are not like a loaded gun that may wreak powerful and instantaneous destruction. For you have plenty of time. As soon as you become aware of any negative feelings, to begin to choose other less resistant thoughts and thereby choose a more desired outcome. Keywords, choose a more desired outcome. You need to come up with a strategy. Whatever you're dealing with this month, it's time to really take a step back. You know, whether you got to kind of recalibrate, adjust your direction, whatever you're doing right now, there's been some sort of stagnations. Patterns have been reoccurring, and it's time to...
You won't be able to help this. Like she just said, a course correction.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
So this is the Tower card. That is literally, this is what's going to turn the boat in the right direction, but it's going to feel like sudden shock. Something like, it might be uncomfortable. It could be like the change, you're a fixed sign. This change isn't easy, but this is going to be like something that turns you into complete 180 from where you're headed. And it's going to be generally like in your favor. This is going to be exactly what you've been needing for a while, that you've been spinning your wheels about. But it might feel like an electrical shock, like hitting the bottom of a light socket with your finger, and it's like, oh, I didn't like that, like, at all. But it's necessary.
I'm a firm believer that a lot of things that we deal with in this life that we're forced to do actually tend to be some of the best things for us. So whether this is something you've been dreading,
seriously, your prayers are getting answered.
I think just the anxiousness, the anxiety of knowing something's going to be happening is almost gonna, it's like worse than what's actually going to be happening.
It's like knowing you're about to take a test and get yourself all hyped up for how hard it's going to be.
And then you fucking pass it.
And then it wound up being like hella easy.
Yeah. So, March 2020, this is definitely going to be a little bit of a more... You're not going to be just flying through this month. It's going to take a little bit of strategy, a little bit of observance.
There's unpredictability, for
right.
sure.
And so you just got to kind of go
when Venus conjuncts Uranus on the 8th, that's going to be opposing your Scorpio energy. So you will absolutely around... sometime this month, you will feel that energy and it will hit you like a ton of bricks. And you're going to know exactly what we're talking about. And you're going to be like, fuck, they were right. And then that was uncomfortable. And then, but I needed it, thanks.
Right. And thank God I got that over
so
with.
So that's the universal agenda for everybody. But that's how it's going to be affecting you, as an opposition. So it's going to feel like a door slamming in your face. I'm sorry to bear the news. But yeah. It's going to be okay. It's going to be what ultimately the right thing for you.
Buckle up and enjoy the ride. And
breathe.
This concludes your March 2020 reading, Scorpio, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye. Bye.